Oh, really big tentacles, Jesus Christ.
They like that could be one of the ones from the Star Ogre fight in the final phase.
Star Augur had such good lines.
Right, proper ready check coming up. Why isn't my keyboard working?
Syndragosa had cool voice lines.
You are fools for coming to this place.
You are
The Aethians of Northern will consume you all.
Can we pull before this continues?
Please,
the
pull.
pathetic
Yeah,
magic was.
let's go.
Those lines, Rich.
Betrays you!
I hope this is the kill vid.
That is some optimism.
It's very optimistic.
26 pulls on Mythic Argus.
Melee be spread.
Are we gonna... We need Dutch Mario in every kill video.
Got the boss.
Oh, very nice of you.
Do what I can.
Break the cone. Touch.
I'm taking this one.
Oh.
Get ready for soul blights. Melee spread. Don't get your buff yet. Touch the cone.
I did. Got him.
I'm letting you. I should have told you.
Oh, so
Oh.
melee.
Someone died.
That's blights exploding in the raid and cataclysming.
Stack up.
Yeah, it was a chain reaction.
Do we just vibe?
Only
Yeah,
give the rest of the raid a hug.
Give us a hug.
Bathe me in your cone.
Whoa.
Cone all over me, baby.
Oh, can you calm me down?
Sorry. Got very excited. Apologize.
So don't have repair costs. It's the one redeeming thing of this fight.
What?
You mean you're not thanking yet, everyone?
No, like, as soon as we start getting to phase 3, I start having a repair cost.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
until I can spec into Purgatory, I don't get repair costs at
No,
all.
but you take damage from any. You take
Let's go.
durability damage from all the damage you take, slowly.
Yeah, I'm at 92%. I haven't repaired this entire evening.
Yeah, well, that's nice. Red.
I've got a buff.
I see.
Bait the cone. 2, 1.
Get ready for blights.
I got one.
Ah, shit.
Don't grab your buff yet. Now grab.
Wow.
People trying to get their buffs.
I got one. Oh, I might as well watch it, to be honest.
I wish we had a feral druid.
We do.
You do? Why?
We have Alpen. We have
Go into the
Alpen.
fog.
Oh.
Nice one, Spine.
Alpen can roll,
Fleas.
can't he?
Yeah, Alpen can roll.
And it's only 10 yards just for Alpha.
But he can reach and gyrate while we're stacked.
She,
Oh yeah, it's only 10 yards.
Just go bare before you roar.
No, it's still 10
it's
yards
the,
just for
I
Alpha.
think it's the artifact.
Pathetic.
It's a 10.
Increases the
Oof.
radius by 200%.
Can you ready check, please? I've got a cup of tea in my hand.
That's so British.
Why, of course, sir.
Let's go.
Certainly, my good sir.
Please, there's a carrot in his hand.
Not yet. It's
Up his
after
ass.
mid-break.
Melee spread.
That's a risky taunt time because you can do it just at home.
Feel free to taunt at any time.
Well, I don't know why you're taunting him now.
I did.
That
Oh.
fucking buff is buggy as fuck.
It is.
Yeah, you have to really look from the top down. Make sure you're actually on top of it.
Get the
I got it.
get the blights out.
Get the buff out.
Wait. Now.
Dodge now.
It's fine.
Oh, so fuck, sorry.
Oh,
So next time round, we're gonna stay in the group, and we're only gonna move the buffs out as the cone is going out.
escorta.
Get the blights out.
Stay in with the buffs.
Dodge now.
I've gone the wrong side. Fuck.
No. He
Right, I've got the boss.
scythed
Spread.
right after.
That's a nice spread.
That rage got everybody.
Yeah, you don't have to stack up after that.
No, that's a good
The
point.
call
Yeah.
after we start getting hit on everyone, you could just stay spread, wait for the debuff. If you get fear, get back in. If you get rage, stay out.
Yeah, we technically only have to be stacked for the cones, of course. Still, it's nice for the fear people to have a nice stack point. So after second cone, stay spread until the new debuff comes out, and then stack back up.
Yeah, but people who's already PO just do with one instead of everyone.
There's an overlap there where you're taking soul blight out at the same time the cone's going down.
Yes.
Not sure how the fuck you're meant to survive that.
You're not. Well, you're supposed to.
Edge.
Yeah, stand near the edge of the
I was
existing
on the
cone,
edge.
and then you move out, and then you hope that it doesn't hit you still.
Right, let's go. These are the things we need to be getting used to. There are
Yes.
some awkward overlaps.
I think I got that overlap. You just need to see where he aims the cone and then move a bit further down.
Well, because the further back, you have to dodge further when he's placing.
Yes. So that's why you don't want. That's why you don't want to be too far back.
Melee be spread.
Spine has a buff.
Yeah, I do.
Break the cone. Dodge. Blight sync.
Koalar.
I got it, it's fine.
Don't pick it up yet. Don't pick it up yet. Wait. And go.
Where's he going?
He was going after me, and I had a soul blight.
I've got the boss.
I was right on the edge.
Stay in.
You can stay spread after this one.
And then you take one more.
Cool.
I got him.
Move. Ow.
What the?
Ah. Someone just dropped something in melee.
We have run out of healers.
Bye.
That's fine. How you doing?
Huh?
Blight Rage. Right, I'm getting familiar with all the weak aura shit.
You did it, please.
I know. It was a hard fight. But I made
It
it.
was. It's not anymore.
Google.
Oh, Gog.
So when you're at the back, like me and Vilsonus were there dropping orbs off, we need to get into the habit of moving diagonally forwards afterwards
Yeah.
to get the shortest route out of the cone. It caught us both out. Melee be spread.
Spine has a buff.
Jen, drop your buff to the left.
I haven't got it.
You did have it.
Yeah, you
Did it.
Oh, I've got the red thing.
Jen, you had it.
Got the boss.
Oh, I got no notification of that.
Dodge.
Right.
Come on, God. Come on, guy.
Come on, boy.
There's some giant green shit was over it.
Don't get your buff yet.
I got it.
Raw. Dodge.
Where's the crit buff? Oh,
Yeah.
What the fuck was Rion doing there?
Africa.
Was that a scythe for Pilsonus and Bomb Blasted? I think so.
Yeah, I didn't have an escort for Soul Blast.
I've got the boss.
Oh.
Stay in.
Stay in. Stay in. Don't. Okay, now go.
Stay spread.
Stay spread for now. Spread.
Stack.
I got him. I mean it.
Dodge.
Can the rages stay a bit more out of the boop? You're kind of blocking. I was a bit scared to go out.
I've got the boss.
Oh, very nice.
Dodge.
This is push time.
I think push time was long ago.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Escort.
that's fine.
And now we just kite him around the room, I guess.
So that cone wouldn't have gone off.
No.
Under normal circumstances.
But this is what I mean, like, we have, like, a stepping stone of room to...
Can the range with the rage debuff stay out of the fear group?
The range.
I don't know who had the rage there, but he was like almost. He was pretty much blocking the way.
Yeah, they should be on the edge of
There
the
is no
cone.
need for you to be like that close to the others.
If they're on the edge of the cone, aren't they blocking the people with Soul Blight?
As long as they're not too close to the edge of the cone. Too close to the group. No, but they don't have to be at the edge of the cone, because the rage people can't get targeted by the cone.
Yeah, so they can just fuck
Someone
off
said
all
that
the
you
way
can.
around.
Yeah,
Fleas, you argued the opposite point at the start of the raid.
Yeah, but I got overruled because I'm never right. So
Well,
said
Ranged
that ranged
can
people
get
with the
targeted,
rage
melee
can
people
get
can't.
targeted.
What's the difference?
yeah.
You get
I don't
targeted
know.
by Soul Blight, which is why I was at the edge of the cone.
that's good.
Well, it exploded like
I
way
mean, if
after.
you go fear and you go soul blight, you can like drop it over away.
You can be way further down. You were
can drop it
blocking the
here
group.
where I am just now, and it's fine.
Yep.
You don't need to protect the cone if you get soul blight with rage.
You can still be on the edge of the cone without blocking the group.
I
to
don't know.
move
I was
forward.
dying, so I was like,
Help!
scared to get out of range of the healers.
Yeah, I'm not pinpointing you. I'm just saying in general for people with the rage debuff, keep that in mind, not to block the group.
Christmas?
What is this Sveta doing? Healing.
Maybe spread.
Fine as a buff. Seeing a pattern here.
Bitcoin.
3, 2, 1.
Get ready for soul blights.
So don't move out if you have the buff. Don't move out.
Raw. And dodge.
I got him. Oh, you're gonna die out. Oh my god.
Blights.
How are you not dead?
Too good. I've got the
Stay
block.
in.
Stay in.
No go. And now stay spread.
Ugh.
Spread.
Oh shit, I haven't moved. Sorry.
I got him.
Move.
I need an escort. I need an escort.
You're already dead.
There you go.
Thanks, Brad.
I mean, Alp was clearly in there and he didn't die. So I don't know, no clue how Bum died.
That fear soul blood overlap. Combo is super annoying.
It's like really annoying that you can get the buffs and soul blight at the exact same time.
Yep.
Some really spooky overlaps.
They are. So the debuffs you get when you're either not in range of anybody with the fear debuff or the other way around when you give that debuff. How long does that debuff stay? Is that permanent? Is that
30 seconds.
30 seconds?
30 seconds, yeah.
And it hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I noticed.
Alright, let's go.
I think one stack is dealable.
Maybe spread.
Sveta, can you stack up in the circle?
Got a buff.
Bait the cone.
Cone.
Dodge.
Soul Blights.
I got one.
That's off.
I got it.
And Alp's killing as well.
Also move out the buffs a bit further away.
Don't move, don't go out for these buffs straight away. Go out from now. Stay spread.
Spread out.
Okay, we can step back up.
I got it.
Oh. Mistimed that a little bit.
Slightly.
Brian, did you get targeted there with the cone, even though
Yeah.
you had rage?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And when there's not enough people, I think it's targets.
Oh, that
That's
was
fair.
that. Wasn't it that second cone that went haywire?
Oh, that as well, yeah, but I wasn't talking.
The third cone, someone already walked out to get the buff, I think, and changed the cone.
Yeah, I think Spine was in your line.
Oh, no, wait, no, the second one.
Okay.
Second cone, someone already went out and he got
Yeah,
targeted.
the second one was off to the left already.
Can the debuffs please be put out further away? So often they're like stuck in the fucking fog.
Is the Marcus far enough?
Yeah.
Do you mean the buffs, everyone? The gifts?
Yeah.
Well, these markers are here just to
Yeah.
show which
Yeah,
side.
they were
you're
Yeah,
supposed
but
to
they
move
can
to.
also
They-
show how far they should be placed.
I think they're nicely spread out like this, aren't they?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if Argus is on the soul well and then buffs go here and you just
The sky buff was like really close to the group. I guess someone greeted and caused the cone to fuck up there.
Melee be spread.
It's a me.
Buff on me.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
it's a 50-50.
Cone.
Dodge. Get ready for blights.
I got one fine.
Be spread.
I'm coming, Spine.
Get ready for blights.
Yeah. Confirmed.
Don't send your buffs out yet. Send them out now.
I've got one. Oh, I've gone the wrong side. Sorry.
They
about
spread. Oh god.
Aw.
We tried, please.
Yeah.
Need to move the boss.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
clipped.
thinking at that point, what's the best to do is to
Yeah, I think we have to keep
keep
running in the
moving.
same direction.
You have to keep moving in the same direction exactly.
Yeah.
But I think you should always keep moving away from the boss because you've got plenty of time to stack back up, I suppose.
Or I think to be honest, safer is just not the two people with the debuffs escorting each other.
Probably not now. We just ended up that way.
Just run to Death Fall, guys.
We're gonna do a quick swap. Swap Alp out for Slavatar. If
Slavitar?
one of the commies can give him a shout.
See you again.
Cheers,
Yeah,
Alp.
so
Benched.
Bye, Al.
Cheers, Alp.
GG.
when I get Death Fog debuff, which I need to carry out.
Soul Blight,
So-
you mean?
Yeah, Soul Blood.
Yeah.
So I think that was Fons who got it first, and I got it second. So whenever he dropped his, he could get out, and I couldn't. So either I had to take it the sideways, or I have to wait until he starts to cast and suddenly
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You have to wait until he casts and then move.
I mean, is it manageable that we can figure out a way, like, the first person to get it goes right, the second person goes left?
No, because it depends on the buff side you want to be on, basically.
Yeah.
Because you can't
So
say
much for Ryan's. There's no way to
you
keep.
can't say for one, like if basically both mages want the same buff, I suppose.
Yep.
So they're both going to be on the same side of the cone. You just have to not
Yeah,
on
Well,
top
well,
of
that's
each
not
other.
the problem because you can be front to back. What Vils is saying is the second person who gets the buff in the timings. Basically, they need to hold the ground next to the cone, and the
Yeah.
split second the cone is being cast, they need to fuck right off because they're going to be dropping it as the cone is going out. And that's not just a Mage thing; that's an everybody thing. So if you're in like the second wave of people to get the Soul Blight, you need to be ready to start moving as soon as that starts.
Like that's how it works in heroic as well. So I mean, people should be used to it. Like you see the cost going out, then you can. There's no need to stay near the edge, I guess. After that, so.
Is Sav online on an all? It says he's playing WoW. I suppose he could be on the login screen. But yeah, there's so many different times where you can get Soul Blight, where you're gonna have to have a different movement strat depending on when you get it, and everybody needs to learn that, which I guess is one of the things that's going to make this P1 so difficult. As we can have a PoV with 19, because why the hell not?
Let's do it. Phase 2.
This will be our first phase 2.
Yeah. Instantly.
Alright, let's go.
Everyone.
Melee be spread.
Walk.
I have the circle.
So move it. Move in a predictable fashion. Still got to get the buff out.
Whoopsie.
Touch.
Oh. What?
Slightly off to an angle, so.
That might have been me.
Was it? Oh.
Was that 2 or 3?
I'm probably distracted by working out what bum is
Oh,
going.
that was off center as well.
I don't have to stand that close.
I think that was this. Both were targeted at me. The first one is because I just monged.
As you do.
But the second one I had Soul Blight, so I couldn't do anything about that.
Stay spread.
No, that's just white.
Or just white.
Yeah.
It's impossible for me to survive 2 blights, because I only have pain suppression for 1.
You shouldn't. As long as you move instantly, you won't take a tick from it to defeat it. You're not supposed to be surviving it with cooldowns. You just need to move out of it instantly.
I always get a tick, even if I move.
Yeah, you take like 2 million damage.
You get 1 tick, but you just need to ensure that you're full health.
It's the dot tick you're taking though. If you take a Death Fog tick, that's the 5 million one or 7 million or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
If you're taking that one, then you're not moving quick enough. If you're just taking the 2 mil and that's just the dot tick, you just need to be topped. So it depends
in
on.
that weird like transition where the cone's going out, everyone's like super low, and then you get hit by the 2 million and die.
Yeah. So looking at that last one, Tefiti, she just died to the dot. So that's just Tefiti not being topped enough.
Can you use healing cooldowns on it? Or do you need them for later?
Healing cooldowns on Blight?
Yeah, just for safety.
No,
Lol.
you can't.
Have any idea
What
how many
kind of
Blights are
healing
going on?
Well, people with blight should be the ones tapped off first.
Yeah, we just need spot healing on them.
Yeah, you've got to bear in mind that the same way the DPS and the tanks are figuring out where the movement is, the healers are trying to figure out how to move as well. So the spot healing's probably not on where it should be right now. but that will improve. So I think it's less a case that we need to throw cooldowns at it, and more a case we just need to just keep pulling until people get more comfortable.
Oh, it's just spitball. My
Yeah,
entire
yeah.
experience of playing healer is pressing Drain Soul.
Do the soul blights show up on rain frames as a debuff?
Yeah, but I'm not really looking at red frames massively at the moment. I'm looking at my feet.
I can take care of loads of those tortured rage debuffs and top people off. Everybody else can just focus on the blighted people. And I'll just say when I have the blights that that Svet has to heal more or press his aura mastery.
Yeah, we can use cooldowns on during this phase.
You know, just to make it safer to get to the transition. Get to know that phase.
I think on the third or fourth cone we could use the aura mastery.
I think I've been using tranquility for those as well.
Yeah, I don't need my cooldowns for the first one. Then I pop them on the second one, and then on the third it seemed all right. I think. I don't know if anybody was popping anything.
I haven't got as far as cooldowns yet.
I was already
What's the
dead.
debuff called? Of
Soul Blight Orb?
Is it literally just called Soul Blight?
I think so.
Yes,
Yeah,
Soul Blight.
Soul Blight.
First light's fine, just later on when it gets a bit more. I'm not focused on it as much. Because I've not actually survived the later cones much yet.
What's that noise?
It's a train.
Choo choo.
I mean, the one before that. Painful screaming, or whatever that noise is.
Is it from the igloo next door?
Could be, yes.
Spy nu?
Ready checks rolling.
Oh.
Right, let's go. Maybe spread.
Oh, different.
Still, you let me rot. Unbelievable.
Break the cone. Dodge.
I got one, fine.
Maybe spread.
Cone.
God damn it.
That go on the left.
Yeah, I guess that was targeted on Soul Blight. Guess I just need to stop going for the buff. Safe.
Oh, my bad. I clipped that as I was moving away.
Red range.
Done.
Move a bit more. There we go.
Fuck it, dude.
Try it, guys.
Oh, someone's. Oh, never mind.
That was actually not on the edge, so someone was just way far out.
Yeah, too far out. If there was a Soul Blight being dropped, but all the way over there, that was probably not the best place to drop it.
Over where?
On the left-hand side, so we had a
one
jump
bit on
cone.
the edge of the cone, on the death.
Because there was somebody basically all the way out here.
Yeah, but
For some reason. We don't know why. But
what's the issue?
the cone
The
doesn't
cone
overlap.
gets targeted on the guy, I mean, whoever is not on the edge of the cone. So it spreads out. Like you want to have the cones pretty much stacked on each other instead of being like spread out throughout the whole room.
just casted it, so it didn't matter.
Yes, it did matter because a lot of people were already dodging, were starting to dodge towards the left.
Like
And
it
because they
should
targeted
be.
somebody farther out left than they should have been, they weren't safe.
You're thinking of someone else then.
I don't know who it was. I don't care
Yeah,
who
we're
it
not
was.
talking
It was just
about
somebody who was too
someone
far
who.
out.
Yeah. It's a general problem. Not targeted at anyone.
Melee be spread. Break the cone.
Back to the center.
Dodge. Get rid of soul blights.
I got this fine.
Don't get your buffs yet. Dodge now. Get your buffs.
Back up.
Please shut the keyboard up.
Don't go out to get your buff immediately.
Oh shit, sorry, go on.
And dodge now. That's a soul blight in the raid.
Yeah, I had too many dots because people still need to be spread when the debuff's coming out, even when you're dropping Soul Blight. And you can't stack them. Like when you see someone already on where you're dropping your Soul Blight, just move next to him or in front of him. Because when the debuff drops out and you get rage, you can kill the other person.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Alright, let's go. Melee be spread.
Go on.
Break the cone. Dodge.
Bit more.
It's fine.
It's a bit too far, man.
Oh, fuck you.
No, it's
Don't get
just
your
too
debuffs immediately. Break the cone.
Baited.
I didn't stop moving at all. I still died to that. It was so far out.
Do you need a proper cooldown for the second one as well, Spine?
Nah, Iron Fairs do it. It's fun enough.
We start getting a call like 5 seconds before the cone's going to be cast, just to give us ourselves a grace period.
I've got a weak aura for that. Hold on. It's also the weak aura that trolls you for an Amanthal drop, but it's masqueraded behind a legit Cone of Death warning.
Now I belast that you're going to forget that Amathul price is in. So.
Which one?
I mean, actually, you can just emphasize it in your bigwigs or DBM.
Better. I've got diamond tools.
I don't actually know which one it is. Try that one.
So the combo set that we got from Nick last raid, that has a cone announcement, I think. Starts ticking 5 seconds before it launches.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
it's just like a warning to say get the fuck near the cone.
Oh, you should be near the cone already.
Why? Yeah, I mean, why would you why would you be spread out?
I'm
Might be spooked by dropping Soulblight or whatever. I don't know. There's a multitude of reasons you could be spread out.
Yeah, and I'm reluctant to call out the 5-second warning purely because then that might freak out the people who are already stacked and they might start spreading too early. So this is definitely something I'd like to solve with add-ons rather than call-outs. But
yeah.
Like, you should be soulblighting near the edge of the cone. Like, I don't understand.
melee be spread.
I guess Rewan also turning that one, or is it only Spine?
Cone.
Get ready for blights.
I got one Spine.
Svet, you need to get it out.
Wrong side.
Stay in, stay in, stay in, and now spread.
Oh. Stay spread out.
I got him Spine. So is this enough, or is this not enough?
Yeah.
Because if this is enough, we can save a lot of space.
It's kind of dodgy.
It's kind of dodgy.
Yeah, we don't have to save space anyway, Gal, because that should be the last cone that we take.
Yeah.
So pretty much the rest of the room we can just use.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I thought we were getting like 2 more.
No, not when we're all alive and we're pushing properly. That should be it for the cones.
What's that with Cara doing funds?
It gives you 5-second warning for the cone.
Isn't that what the green bar does?
Yeah, honestly, right, at this point, there are probably about 12 different sources of information you've got for tracking these things. Bigwigs is doing it, the various weak aura packs that we've got are doing it, and I think we are in danger of information overload.
Yeah.
You're just going to have warnings firing off, and that's what the healers were tuning out earlier in the raid. So everybody needs to have a real think about what information they feel is important to them, and start figuring out the best combination of add-on and weak aura and stuff. Because it's just going to get too noisy. And
Thing is, if you run while it's the green bar's going, you're fine, aren't you?
yeah, as long as he's casting it, you're fine to.
Yeah. The thing is,
I ran out when Please told me to, and I went splat. So I went too late, basically.
the thing is that I think it was Storm Souls that was asking for, is when you want to be close to the cone. For timer for that, so that's a different warning. That green bar doesn't do that, but it's.
The green bar's the actual cone cast.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so that everybody's in position, so the cone isn't out of position.
Yeah.
I just run when as soon as I say that, to be honest.
Melee spread.
Got the buff.
You got the buff too?
Yeah, that was.
Still pretty late though.
Ready for cone.
Dodge. Blights.
Oh.
What?
Oh, that's gonna be out.
Stay spread.
I'm taking it after the next one's back. Oh, there's a blight.
Light everywhere.
Healers were already dead at that point, so there's no healing for the dot. Go on, Alpha! You got it! You don't. You got scythed.
I don't know, it doesn't seem to prioritize the rage debuff with the cone.
No.
Yeah, it's never targeted someone if there's been a lot of people up.
No, even with like me being alive there, you target, and Alpha I think had the debuff. And before I had the rage debuff, and there were a ton of people as well. I targeted them instead of me. So, yeah. Should be safe.
That last assessment is not a safe one, though. Because if there's plenty of people, it could just be random that it didn't pick. But
that's fine if you start querying me and Audie was stacking that time, even if the cone
you're playing around the fact that raged people cannot get targeted by the cone.
Yeah, but has there ever been a time where, like, even when I thought Brian got targeted, I think there was someone else in his line of
still be
sight.
somebody else in his line, yeah.
Yeah, so
People with rage can get targeted by.
I'm just noticing a pattern that it doesn't target people with rage, even if it's ranged with the debuff.
And the only reason it would target is not enough people.
Exactly, when there's not enough target.
Just let us know when you're ready, Brasio.
I'm ready.
Alright, let's go.
Someone's seriously breathing into the microphone.
Melee be spread. Bait the cone. Dodge.
Slightly off.
I got one swing.
Don't get your buff yet. Now get it.
I got it, fine.
Fuck this.
Yeah, that rage fucked us.
Yeah.
I think I just got an interesting combination. I got the moon buff, and I wanted to get the square buff. And I, at that time, because you don't have time, you want to bait in the center. There's literally no time to.
Look, if you have the rage debuff and the cone starts casting, just start walking like out of the way of the group so we can actually get through without getting hit by the rage debuff.
Because you'll be in the area where we dodge.
Yeah, he's acknowledged. I think really one. No, it's Golden Wing this time.
What?
So these tanks are having fun running around the room.
I'm sorry, dude.
It's fine.
Gotta run somewhere.
Gotta get your exercise, I guess.
Yeah, getting fucked in the ass gets kind of tiresome.
Alright, let's go.
Feels nice to be able to bloodlust and cooldowns on
It's
school.
good, isn't it? Everything's normal again.
It was boring on Agumar.
Bait the cone. Dodge.
Seems to be off.
I mean,
Feel like there's still some people just not playing it safe enough in these cases.
oh, I got echo. Hello.
Don't get your buff until the cone. Now.
Buff bastard.
Let's just keep calling out when we taunt.
Okay.
How do I turn off the shadow dog?
Don't think you can.
The shadow dog.
Talk.
I think the artifact. Are you talking about the artifact weapon talking to you?
The
No.
void language in chat.
Word
Only
language.
casting,
Yeah, so when a shadow priest gets
Oh, you
hit,
can't. No, you
read
can't.
it.
You'll know the translations by the time we kill this boss. So just commit to learning the language.
I've been practicing on Varamathras.
I've noticed the walk so far. Hello.
The walk, yeah. Walk.
Maybe we should all learn void.
You sure you can't turn it off in the
Like, do you mean
language
for
chat?
the like countdown when it explodes, or what do you mean?
No, I didn't know what buff I had.
Is that annoying? That Shadow Priest.
Just use I have a weak aura for it, so.
Come on.
I never had that issue before, dude. Such a Shadow Priest.
Walk.
Walk.
Can we just tell like escort left, escort right? That would be easier for me at least to react to.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a plan.
Let's go.
So I already know where the pier will be going.
How much people do you need for the fear to not?
Just one.
One.
Oh, my mouse.
Melee spread.
Pick the pick.
Oh,
Fairy.
might be a bit late. Yeah.
It hurts my soul.
Dodge.
Oh, bit more. Bit more.
Make him your bitch, dude.
Yeah, that was always gonna fucking kill me.
Can you use more cooldowns, please?
Touch.
You're gonna have to survive that every time.
A little bit more?
Yeah. I'll talk about it later.
A little bit more? Thank you.
I didn't even move.
Oh, I need to taunt.
I need an escort. Preferably someone
Cone,
without a blight.
cone.
We would stay spread at this point.
Could you move the boss a bit more? Thank you.
I think it was enough though.
Yeah, I'm dead again.
It's just two, right? Or am I crazy?
It's like I need rage.
Reroll blood out, dude.
Then blood all druids, yo.
Because usually I pop bristling fur as he's doing the first cone, so as soon as he is back attacking me, he's going to deal a lot of damage, so I get a lot of rage. But because he was stood doing his bitch thing, he didn't hit me once, and I had nothing, so I had no iron furs, and it's just like, yeah.
Rip.
So on that track, I am one of the melee that's standing on the right at the moment, and I got the spreading out debuff, but at the same time, I got the buff that goes left, right? The sky one. What am I supposed to do then? Because I can't move to the other side of the box.
Call out a
From
white.
the other side and say that the debuff is off. That's just all.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing you can do. That's,
Oh, hi, Nick.
If you have like a leap or a blink, like just no chance.
I mean, I managed to get the buff and then back in the center. I don't think it's a massive deal.
Woody's melee. So he has to think as well. Use all that brain power. I'm just kidding, Mark.
Yeah, but like the debuff goes down, and then you move out for the cone, and then there's no mechanic before you stack back up again.
No.
So in that,
No.
on
This
that
was before the whole thing happened.
What happened was that
you had rage and you were on the right hand side, and you got the buff that had to go on the left.
Yeah.
But it was fine for the raid because you just go straight back. Get
No,
the
but
stack once you move
there's
down.
nowhere he can move.
Yeah,
so
no,
that he can drop on the left.
I'm saying it's fine for him being on the right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of the raid should easily be able to adapt.
Angry.
I misunderstood his point. I got it.
Stop yelling! Why so angry then?
Stop helping!
Leave Brittany
Hey,
alone.
that's a Fleas thing. You can't. It's copyrighted.
What did I miss?
Flea's raging about aggro Marats on heroic. Alright, let's go. I'll be spread.
Got a buff. Got the buff.
Bait the cone. And dodge.
Wilson's too far forward.
Yeah.
Bait the cone.
Gone in.
Get ready for blights. Watch it, there's a puddle on our left. Watch your movement. Bait the cone.
I got one.
Go.
Got it.
Be spread.
Come on, fucking global
Get
cooldown
fleas
block.
up.
This is the kill.
Get ready for cone. Dodge.
That's way out.
Oh, that targeted somebody with a rage.
That was me.
And the whole raid was alive, so there can't be any preference mechanism.
I told you. I've said it about 4 times now that people with melee with range with rage can get targeted with it.
Who should? So it's right after all.
I've only said it 3 times as well.
They confirmed
Phase?
you are.
Phase!
Stage 2, we fucking did it! We did it!
Oh, we did it!
Did we do it?
Yes!
Is this the bit where everybody respawns?
Yeah.
Oh
Except
no,
for-
it dies!
Where do I
Oh
dragon?
no, we died.
Go, man!
I got
Oh, I died. No.
I tickled the clit
Action
of
for
Mauritius.
obliteration in fucking 6 seconds. Oh.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Why does it matter if someone gets hit and they have rage? What does
Because,
what does it
right, so
means
Vilson,
people
shut up, please, shut up.
Hang on, hang
You'll
on.
make it sound more complicated than it is.
What person?
Right, Jen, we're all stood at 6 o'clock at the platform, yeah? And we're dodging either left or right. Now, Vilsonus was stood at 3 o'clock. So the direction that we were all dodging into is the direction where the cone went. So the whole raid, or half of the raid, ran into where Vilsonus was stood. So the cone hit everybody as they were dodging. So we need to make sure that everybody, when the cone is being cast, everybody in the raid needs to be stood at close to the sort of 6 o'clock position on the map, because then we guarantee the cone will be at 6 o'clock. What we had then is Vilsons was at 3 o'clock, and that's where the cone went, so we all ran into it and we all died.
Well, does
Sorry.
everybody just need to stack up? Is that not the idea?
Yeah.
Because if you have the rage, you can.
Yeah, if you have the rage, you can't be stacked up. So what we're saying is the casters with rage need to be stood behind the raid, right next to the boundary of the cone. Comprende?
On the left.
Specifically blighted people.
Yeah, and just fuck off.
Same
like,
with the blighted
with the
people.
soul blight.
Ah, I'm getting mixed up with the fear. Right, okay, that's the one you can't stack up on. Isn't
Yes, correct. So
That's why I'm confused.
the chats we've been having in raid chat, all that came down to is somebody was making some people were making the argument that that could happen. Some people were making the argument that that couldn't happen. We now know categorically that it can happen, so we just need to play around it.
Yep. So we know what
This
to
doesn't
do
matter
to
how
play
many
around.
times people said that. We now know. We've all seen it with our own eyes. So.
Well, I
didn't
wasn't
see
paying
you.
attention.
But I said this a few weeks ago that this was going to happen.
Well, thank you for answering my question. I understand now.
That was up until that point. Everything was going really tidy, kind of. So.
Wow. Sort of.
Melee spread.
No, you.
Don't do that, please.
I got global cooldown fucked, basically.
The best kind of fuck.
Is it?
Ask please.
Shh.
Focus.
It seriously distracts me when you chat.
Break the cone. Dodge.
Well, I'll take it after the obscurator. Should probably taking it earlier. Yeah, you're gonna use the massive cooldown financially.
Ah, shit.
Oh, what? Ah.
Oh, please. Oh.
So we're that was getting very cozy over there.
Oh my god.
I was also a bit too close, I think.
What am I supposed to do if I get fear while I'm out?
Stack back up.
Yeah, but I still have the debuff.
Yeah, she still has to wait for Soul Blood to drop. I usually try to cover that.
Where's the
but
boss? No.
Yeah, that's basically Jen. Re1 is going to try to handle that by picking people up and escorting them, but that is a particularly tough combo when you get it when you're already out there.
Nick, how did you solve that?
Huh?
Still
So
here.
what?
If someone is running out with Soul Blight and then they get the fear.
Unlucky.
Yeah,
Well,
but
legit, like you can try to cover them. You're gonna have to try to cover them, but it's super difficult. Tank, the third tank should realistically not be in melee range. You should try to aim to be outside a little bit. But if you're gonna be on the right,
If you're on the
side
left,
trying to
yeah,
cover,
exactly.
and it spawns on left, like it's actually just unfortunate.
Well, Rewan can walk through the fog because he is a Death Knight.
That's why you have a backup though, because if you're covering the right side, you're covering someone, and the left side gets another one. Like there has to be a backup for you. And in that case, I guess.
Can I just blame Rewan? Is that alright? Can I just blame him?
No.
Yeah, a little bit.
That was your fault.
You should have a backup. There should be a mobile class that can also cover.
You just should have been there for me. You weren't.
I'm happy to cover some of those. If I see them happening, I usually do it anyway, so... so we had a lot of Soul Blights on the right-hand side.
Fuck off.
Yeah, well, we had 3 in a row, basically, what happened. So we all ran towards the back, but we knew the cone was incoming. So we didn't want to go out into Africa. So we're just gonna have...
Let's go.
I don't know what to do. Help.
Just die?
No, I don't want to die.
Eat carrots.
We have a break after this.
Yeah, we can have a short break.
Melee be spread.
Oh.
Got the bus.
Bait the cone. Dodge.
I got one spine.
Be spread. Don't get your buff yet. Get your buff now.
Oh.
I'm out of it, damn it.
Got the boss.
I need an escort.
Let's go.
We
Well,
died. That was never gonna happen.
ah, shit, I should.
I don't think it matters, man.
Please, you're able to escort, right?
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of.
Surely getting a
Yeah,
healing
yeah.
to do
I'm
it is a
mobile.
bit.
I'm mobile enough.
Spine.
If you look at healing meters,
I don't have to heal in the
Yeah,
first
Spine. This phase, most comps have one person healing, and the others are just tunnel vision and DPS.
If Tefiti is alive, I can cover that. No problem.
Then why are we wiping? If they're all healing.
Well, we're wiping to one-shot mechanics, Mark.
Quick toilet break, guys.
Anybody know the radius of the soul blight bubbles?
The Soul Blight is slightly smaller than the other debuff.
so 8 yards, I guess.
Something
8,
like
6. Why
5.
does the range matter?
Because I think the point is, if for the escorting, is that if you want to be inside the fear fear circle, but not inside the Soul Blight bubble, you have to be right on the edge. And I don't think that's a viable thing. I think you want to be in the circle, but just move out with your escort person as they move out. So ideally what you do is the escort person moving in a certain direction and keep moving when the thing is about to expire, and the escorter be ahead of that person. So you're outside of the Soul Blight bubble when the first tick happens.
So yeah, anyone got an Arcway key?
Arcway on teaming.
Bamboozled has an Arcway key.
I just need a 18 and then I'm higher than Ryan.
What if Brian does the dungeon with you? What's Brian's
He's
arc?
not invited. No.
He's already got a 21, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, yeah. We need to do like higher
So the
than my
so
level,
what?
but below his.
So Brian must have a gimped key. Then I'm all up for doing that one instead.
I've Jara 19.
Oh, I need that. Yeah, I need I. Let's do I. Because then we could drop Mark down to third, I think.
No.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Brian's a tank, so tank and DPS looking for 3 more. Oh.
I can heal.
Oh, Mark, you're welcome to pug for 4.
Go fuck yourself.
You're not allowed to leave. Also got 23 voltage at the moment.
I'm gonna take it. I have 19 Halls of Valor. Anyone got that?
That dream is long gone, Brian. I need a second.
I don't think Gale Knowing is ever tanking me. What's he good? From what I've heard.
I'm tanking up to like 22. That's probably the limit. If I have to spec it to elusive brawler, it's over. I'm not a bitch.
What even is elusive brawler?
Elusive dance.
It's dodge chance increased every time you don't dodge. Is that the thing?
Just put my AFK.
No.
Isn't
Oh,
that
dance.
mastery?
Yeah, that's the one.
Whoa, Nick, stop typing when you're in the boss fight. Yeah, I wonder if he knows he muted himself.
Oh, it's gonna take a lot longer, Rewan.
I'm aware. Doesn't make me any less annoyed.
This is coming from the
Yes,
person in the
you
raid.
fucking can't fight.
Yeah.
It's the last fight.
You've got the so far the easiest assignment here.
Yeah, so you need to allow people to learn it around their playstyle, a playstyle of which you just don't have one in this phase. So try to remember these social skills we're trying to teach and be less of an autist while you're dealing with people in a progress situation. Is the best advice I can give you.
Can we just have like a select few people have markers?
The raid throws out quite a lot of markers, so you'll need to be careful with which ones you pick.
Don't say orange anywhere. I think.
Oh shit, Rewan's gone.
Yeah, everyone just fucking rage
Just,
quit.
Just have stack markers.
He just left.
Yeah,
the
but
Discord server. He was muted already for some. Oh, he muted and deafened himself already for a couple of attempts. So
when the marked dudes get blight or
that's why I want
rage.
That's why I want multiple.
no, it's gonna be super confusing. Don't do it because people are gonna follow a marker or not follow a marker. This is literally everybody has to learn what happens and what to do in any situation. It's just something we have to keep doing.
I mean, but there's still things we can talk about and improve. Like what I wrote in chat, I have to figure out timers where we need to be close to the cone for, or figure out a strategy which lets us always be close to the cone.
Yeah, we can.
Right
always
now, our strategy with just saying soul blights move back doesn't let us always be close to the cone.
Yeah. No, soul blights move back close to the cone.
But you can't always stack up close to the cone. Like
well,
the way we're doing it just now, what I've noticed is people stack up close to the back, so you end up having like one here where I am just now, one here, then one person gets spooked and goes over here.
Yeah, but that's
instead of going here where they need to.
That's going to be a problem for the first cone and no longer after that. But that is a situation that I've seen happen before, and I haven't found a solution yet.
Right, let's go. But it helps if you press the ready button when you're ready. It's just less confusing for me.
There's so much shit going on my screen right now.
Go get a glass of wine or something.
You just had a break.
But there's going to be more stuff happening on my screen.
Melee spread.
No, you.
Oh, this might be. Okay. Whoa, we did it, coward.
Bait the cut.
Hold the vengeful retreat.
Outplayed Argus.
Might as well kill yourself.
Jen, you got the buff, go right.
Oh fuck.
Get back in, bait the cut.
And move.
Got the buff.
Oh, let me call it out.
Stay in spread after this cone.
Oh, it's off.
Stay spread rear, eh?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's fine. Don't die, please. I love you.
I love you too, man.
See, it worked.
Bait the cone.
Power of love.
Just fet you're off to one side. That's what's killing people. I've got the escort.
Oh my god. Yeah, there was no fucking way.
Bait the cone. Was that cone 4?
Spread.
That was slightly off.
How do you? Oh, well, yeah, never mind.
Face position.
Oh my god, guys.
Wings.
Deeps. Go.
Fine, don't die to that.
Defeated. What's happening to your mana?
Padding.
Where do we go in phase 2?
Basically, just backpedal now, I think.
Just do a side, I believe.
Hello?
Do I go here?
Hello?
Yeah, that looks
We
good.
need to stack on the. No, it's not yet.
Hello.
Kill yourself,
Oh.
Bruno.
Do I go anywhere in particular here?
Oh yeah. Right.
Yeah, so this is the bit we've obviously not discussed in the slightest.
This
for
is
good
the
reasons.
super easy phase that Nick was talking about?
Yes.
Is
Ah.
it just heroic?
It's basically a kill offense.
It's heroic, except you do the soaking differently.
And you have to dodge the sides.
The 3 people with the bomb, the first ones stack up across the opposite side of the room, and I'll go stand on you 3 and try to live.
Yeah, so I believe, and if Nick's still listening, you'd probably correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe when we get the 3 buffs, Re1 just uses an absolutely huge cooldown and takes all of them. And then when there's the 2s, just the soul bursts, they just get dealt with as per heroic mode.
What we do is the first set, so that's with the healer big bomb. The very first one goes out, all 3 of them with the tank, like you just said. And anything after that, everyone stays inside tank bubble. Like the entire raid behind the boss stays inside the tank zone.
Do the tanks just die every time, or are they supposed
No,
to?
because the big bomb will always run out, and that healer, whoever gets it, just dies. Basically, at the other side of the room.
So tank,
okay.
tank the 2 small ones, and the healers just
They
die.
tank the raid, like the raid-wide damage.
Okay, you're supposed to survive the 2 small ones.
Yeah, you live the small ones, but you also soak up the majority of the raid damage because the raid will be on top of you.
Yes.
So it will hurt you, and you might. I'm not sure how many cooldowns our tanks use with them, but you can live small bombs.
And we still
cover the raid
taunt that.
damage.
And we can just consistently taunt at 2 stacks at that point, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't have to use major cooldowns apart from bombs or blights,
Yeah,
whatever.
the first one, I mean, if you have the Agumar Trinketon, that's a really nice one. But
Oh no, I figured it out. I don't need that.
something else.
So the healers suicide themselves.
Yeah, except for the very first one.
Jen should be spec'd into Rest Totem.
How many are we going to get?
Why? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're basically going to sacrifice healers.
I don't
And
have that
you get
spec.
4 usually.
Okay, so 3 healers dead.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
2. If
You're
we're
alright,
resing.
I've got some. Oh, I didn't know that was
And
this
we
way, so
move the orbs. So the first orb group goes to orange, I suppose, and then we
Yep.
pull the boss towards the skull.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, discussing this in any detail is still massively premature because we're scraping into P2 with like.
I mean, we've got 11 people up for each phase 2 so
We
far.
had phase 2.
Yeah, well, exactly. You know, it only takes one pull, I guess, with 20 of us alive, and then all of a sudden we need a plan. So.
Yep.
But yeah, it's still. It is worth pointing out at this point. We can't get frustrated with phase 1 yet. There will be plenty of time for that. It's just there are some overlaps which are incredibly difficult to deal with, and we're going to have everybody experience them themselves and figure out their own way of dealing with it. So we need to bear that in mind. It's a pain in the dick.
How many cones did we get that pull?
4.
And we're supposed to get?
4.
Four. But we had people dead, right?
Yes.
So we made 4 with people dead. So it's,
Augers.
that's pretty good.
Right, let's go. Melee be spread.
Got the boss.
He got it.
Bait the cone. Dodge.
Oh, I didn't get my buff.
Didn't get me buff.
Yeah. Me both.
Melee be spread. Don't get your buff until the cone goes.
Oh,
Please, you can go out there. Just get back in as quickly as you can. Go. Oh. So I don't know who that was targeted on. I think Flea's got back in quick enough.
Yeah, for sure, I was in.
That was me not being healed.
It was
It seems every time I follow call outs, I end up dying, so I'm just doing what I think.
Wait, was that a third one or second?
Yeah, it was third one.
This is now
Oh.
spread.
Yeah, then I'm miscounted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so an important thing to note is that, I mean, it wasn't the case on that particular wipe, but if you do get one of the 2 buffs, one of the gifts on the second set of gifts, the split second you've dropped that buff, you need to be back in the group to bait the cone. But I think it was somebody else. I'm pretty sure I
It
saw
was somebody
Fleas
else.
get
It was
back.
somewhere. Yeah, I was back in. I had ages to spend over there.
Yeah, it's inconsistent if I can escort people because I sometimes get the buff that I need to drop down.
There's always going to be that.
So escort people.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen, Rewan, over as comfort levels go up, we're going to see more and more people contributing to that. I hope, anyway. It's just so dynamic, we can't even think about doing any kind of assignments or whatever, because, you know, the wrong combination of buffs on the wrong side, and the assignments are fucked. So everybody just needs to understand when escorts are needed and what that means. We'll get there.
I mean, it would be better if people would call out the escorts in Discord, because seeing that text while there's so much shit on your screen is kind of impossible.
Well, you just follow the text, don't you?
It's pretty easy to see.
Again, it's just something that comes with comfort level, I think. I think people have got a lot to keep an eye on at the minute.
I was going to escort, but then I got the debuff myself.
Svet DC?
If we could put numbers on lights, it would be really nice. If we put odd here and even on the other side, it'll make it way easier.
No, it's still going to be random, because it could be 4 people on the same side that get the lights.
No, that's why it's odd and even.
Yeah, that's what Ted's saying. He's saying, I wish there was a mechanism that made it equal,
like that.
But...
Yeah, no. Let's not make this fight too easy.
Probably is a weak aura out there that does that.
I think Svet's offline, Gald.
I don't give a shit.
So just say when you're ready, Svet, and we'll pull.
I mean, maybe if he used his mic, he can answer without being online. Svet.
He can mash the keyboard with his hand.
Vils, the boss runs at us at just the right speed for us to double ice lance on the pull. Melee be spread.
Got the boss.
You are the boss.
Bait the cone. Dodge.
Oh, that was a save.
I got him.
Again, I think we just need the tanks to be in the habit of being in Africa as the cone's going out.
No, sometimes he casts that torture trace before he does his height, and sometimes he does it the side before the torture rage.
You move him?
Not move it good.
Rip.
Kind of buff.
Spread.
Yeah, I haven't.
You can do it, Spike.
It's gonna die.
No, la, 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 la.
What fucking spying the suicides? He's done.
No!
It's a fucking white.
Yeah.
It's terrible fucking white.
No, that was going so fine, Spine. Come on.
Wasn't called yet, dude. Gotta wait for the call.
Jump off the platform.
Into space.
You can't. Haha. Oddy is gonna die.
It's rather merciful that dying in fog doesn't cost anything.
Wait, what?
Wait, hold
Mark's
the
been
phone.
blocking his bubble every time to get swiped in the face. Where he could have been in the fog all the time.
Yeah, it's a pretty cheap way to die. I've probably been guilty of prematurely suiciding just to avoid the chance of getting a scythe until this point. Alright, let's go.
All the phases too we could have had.
Melee be spread. Please, you got buff?
Buff.
Yeah.
Got the buffs.
Bait the cone. Dodge, dodge.
Thanks, move to Africa. Did I say apricot?
Yeah.
I got this one. Oh, oh.
Cone.
I can get him after this.
Good for you. Fuck it, I just took him. That's the wrong side, fine. That's the wrong side.
Yeah, I mean, I had no time to prepare for
A little
that.
bit to the left.
Be spread. Alright, that be spread call was a bit late, but
Yeah. It's after those cones, after the third cone and the fourth cone, we can just be spread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just a debuff on the in Africa that fucked me.
my
You full blight.
I fell behind on callouts then because I had like back-to-back blights and cones and stuff, and I just got too tied up with what I was doing.
You killed me as well.
I killed you.
Yeah.
How did I do that?
You were running at me with soul blades. I was like, oh
It
shit,
it
and I
helps.
stood in the cone.
It helps to get called out, but I think as a DPS you should be already like.
If you're targeting the boss, sorry, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, just getting used to the pattern of knowing when it's gonna happen. Like, should be a personal responsibility as well, instead of just relying 100% on callouts. Because it's going to happen like the same way every time.
Yeah, what we'll eventually be doing is we'll tune the callouts down so that it's just the critical points, and not every single bit. I think that normally helps.
Like telling me I've got a debuff. Pfft, honestly.
Well, you weren't moving. Let's go.
I can't get Bonnie Tyler out my head right now.
That's random.
I need a hero.
That was Madonna.
No.
How? First of all, Fon, how dare you?
Melee be spread. We don't care, Sven.
I drew's fine. Don't worry.
I care.
Bait the cone.
What the fuck is wrong with this debuff? This buff, not.
Dodge.
Don't always trigger.
Oh no, it's a pain in the ass.
Shite.
I got him once.
Melee spread.
I also got aggro.
Don't get you.
Oh, what?
Oh god.
Leaf-tastic!
That was going really well as well. Look at those beautiful soul blights.
Cleave them all.
It's still, if the tanks are feeling obligated to be conservative with the space that we've got, then don't worry about that. We've got more than enough space. So if that helps, just add some distance to at the end of each cone.
You are doing 500,000 more DPS than I am.
Did any of those soul bites hit the group? Because the group was pretty spread out. It was quite tight.
No.
I'll spec into a talent that does less DPS.
Use your dance.
No, high tolerance.
The world of tanks.
Feels really bad.
Boring.
It's like
Yeah.
I've gone full fucking stam defense mode for this fight because it feels like if I die, then I'm gonna just die.
Let's go.
Go from having a rotation to just spamming buttons. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Shut up.
Yeah, boy.
Shut up.
Melee spread.
Oh, sorry, Bob. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Focus.
Divas.
Oh. Got him.
Bait das cone. That's German for bait the cone.
Dare cone.
Oh, fuck off. Dodge.
Fleece is bullshitting.
Cones are obviously female.
Madonna's ones were.
Melee spread.
Oh, I got a buff man. You're taking 4. Good luck.
Oh god.
You can do
Don't,
it, dude.
don't get your divas. Oh my
Oh,
god.
you actually did it. You can. Yeah.
Yeah, get out of the fucking way for 5.
Can we get Svet up?
But 4 is should be what you're doing
Nope.
in phase 3.
I've got a buff.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Spread.
ooh. I've got him.
Dodge.
I'm taking him. I got him.
Ah, got the haste versa.
I need an escort. Alpha, you got me. You got me. Oh.
No, I was too busy looking at his buttons.
As you do. Oh, let's just die.
Probably worth noting.
Into the fog, into the tearing fog.
Don't cleave the raid. We can save our costs. Now we got 10%.
You guys are going to suffer with me.
No.
You could probably die in the fog as well, Gald.
Oh, because I'm getting cleaved.
Don't bother coming with red zone. 'Cause the
Yeah.
res lag or whatever it is means you spawn
Yeah,
inside the
we've
zone
already
and
noted.
die every single time.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how Svet had died, to be honest. I don't know if it was recoverable.
He died because he was in the wrong spot. He was busy.
At 300k less DPS. Feels fucking good.
Let's go.
Yeah, you can't be that far back then, Bam.
Yeah, you don't have to go that far out.
What's the second side?
Melee be spread.
God,
Bait the cone.
My savior.
Dodge.
Oh, I got a boss.
Melee spread.
I'm getting it.
Oh wow, that was very far off. That was so far off. Oh no, that's.
Don't stand on rage, people.
Yeah, there was a rage person not moving ahead at that point.
Well, there was nothing to move for, and 3
I've got
buttons to do.
Do you want the boss? I just want to die.
I'm going for the soul blight.
I baited you into 20 so I can die without repairs.
Do we know who that was on? The cone.
I don't think it calls it.
No.
I'm gonna call Vilsness.
But I started moving whenever it started casting.
And where were you before it started moving, casting?
I'll look at replay.
Might be me. I was just coming out for blight. I might have just moved over to.
No, no, that's fine then, because that just happened.
Oh yeah. Do this.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, that wasn't you, Jin.
It wasn't me.
Oh
was.
shit.
It was on you.
That was not on me. Yay.
Just moved too early then, I think.
Mm,
It's fine.
well, if you were moving for a soul blight, then.
Oh no, because I was just behind the group, so.
Okay.
I just needed to move earlier.
Melee be spread.
What a spread.
I got a buff. And got the boss.
Bait the cone. Spread. Hide. Whatever.
I don't understand. I'm not even in the code.
Boss is not fair enough.
Ah, shit.
Why do I get killed by it? It happens so
that
many
right up.
times.
Lag. Blame that.
I mean, you can see where I died, right?
Yeah, I've had it happen as well. You need to count for that lag and be gone sooner. That's the only answer to it.
Did you get a blight?
No, I
No,
had
no.
nothing.
Do you jump to Feety?
Maybe.
Because there's been things in the
That's-
past with
yeah.
WoW where your position is last calculated when you jump. So even though your body has cleared it, the game still thinks you are where the jump started.
Wow, that sucks. That
Yeah.
sucks a lot.
Which is.
I always
it's-
jump.
I mean,
I'm
it's,
jumping constantly, I think.
I don't know if that's like a bug or intended or whatever, but it's pretty much been in WoW since day one. It's
We
just.
noticed it in Trial of the Crusader, I think. I started figuring it out.
From the Frozen Throne.
Rape.
Frozen Throne, maybe.
Rape. Vagina. Let's go.
Was that really necessary?
Yes.
This is the kill video.
Okay.
I mean, you've had quite a few kill videos already, but he still isn't dead.
Now we're clearing him.
Melee be spread.
Walk!
I've got the boss.
Bait the cone. Dodge. Melee be spread.
Oh, it's fine, you're fucked. Like proper fucked.
Don't get your buffs yet. Get them now.
Should have had
Rest fine.
So don't run the next ones out until the cone cast starts.
For the buffs.
Cone.
Move the boss a bit
Spread,
further.
spread, spread, spread.
I got him fine.
Normal hide. Get those buffs out.
The 4th or the 5th?
This is what's the 4th, I feel.
Yeah, it's the 4th we just had. So it's a burn to the transition now.
Drop those off.
We should burn before this Torture the Rage, right?
Yeah, we should have been done at this point now.
Because if you get these debuffs, the fight's
This
basically over.
is dead.
This is the number of debusters.
Debusters?
That was a blight. Fear plus blight on Gammon Forbes.
Escort me, boys.
Peasants.
I feel like if I'm the one escorting, there's like a 50-50 chance I have to give up the escort. So I don't know if I should even escort, because when people see someone being escorted already, they don't go for it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
So if you get the gift as the cone's casting, no, just before it casts, you still need to stay in, don't you, until...
Look at the note. So
Yeah, it's the first time it's happened to me, that's all.
yeah. So when a third cone goes out, you basically stay in the group and you only move your buff out as the cone cast starts. For the second one, you send the buff out, but you immediately get back in the raid.
No, I see the note, it's just I have to experience it.
So Rewan, on your point, the only way we can mitigate against that is just having more people helping out on the escorts, and that might just be a discussion point that we have midweek. I'm certainly starting to help out on more of them now that we're getting a little bit more experienced, so we just need other people to be doing the same. And just try to counter it by throwing numbers at it. Let's go. I just don't feel like there's anything structured we can do to mitigate it. Melee be spread. Spine, you didn't tell us about your debuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bait the cone. Dodge.
Oh. They're taking another one, fine.
Don't get your buff yet.
Good. Oh, for fuck! He
Dodge.
does it so quick.
So next one, don't leave right away.
Spread.
Got the buff.
Move the
Backpedal a bit.
Oh, sorry.
Dodge.
Cone, it's off to the right.
I got his fine.
That's it. That's the entire part of the phase 1.
Yep.
Stay spread.
What's he doing?
What? Oh, he's casting something.
What? Did I have a soul blind? Okay. I guess not enough people.
I think we can't go back to the middle, so this is pretty awkward.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a few little mini spots.
Yeah.
That is better be safe.
Nope.
No, Soul Blight's gone.
Okay,
kill me,
go
man.
to the
Don't
outside.
kill
Go to the
me,
outside.
Yeah, run into the fog.
Oh, it disappeared.
Mark, Jesus.
You are the worst wiper ever.
I'm a big boy.
I'm going.
I would tell you to kill yourself, but you can't even do that.
I've got 73 gold of guild repair left, but I swear the minimum I have to repair is 78 gold.
You can repair a single item with the hammer and then do the rest.
Nobody's ever clicked that button in the history of WoW.
I do it all the time.
Fun.
I always do it if I overcap.
I bet Dyna did, saving those pennies.
I did it back in Rev when I had no money. Had to choose which item I had to repair.
Let's go.
Yeah, you have to get new items every time you die too often.
Yeah. Wasn't great.
Valley was red.
I've got a buff.
Bait the cone. Dodge.
I got him, it's fine.
Melee was spread.
We don't have scored anymore.
Okay, I'm up.
Stay spread.
Not yet, not yet.
Oh.
You phase early.
It's the next one.
Too soon.
You wanna take the post? You wanna do it?
Fuck.
Fuck it. You can do it, it's mine.
Oh, am I taking the other one?
Yeah. You can do it.
I'm gonna take this moment
See?
to not pay
It's not that
repairs.
hard. Oh, yeah, that's pretty smart.
I mean, I feel like I'm getting a real handle on the Soul Blight during cone timings, but I've got no idea how people without blinks are gonna deal with it. I feel like I'm abusing blink far too much
Like
to
it's pretty
pull it off.
manageable if you're close to the group.
Yeah.
As soon as you're like halfway towards the edge, it's like you're just fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, buff. Oh no.
I guess you just need to make that sort of diagonal movement towards the front of the room as you're dodging to try and work with the cone. But yeah, if I didn't have so many blinks and stuff, I would have died so many times, I think.
I mean, I think we're getting roars and stuff on pretty much every cone anyway.
We
If
get,
we're not, that might help.
if we're getting what, sorry?
Can you just put a portal down?
From where to where?
It's a variable position, isn't it?
Portal, an actual portal. Like where you TP, if you have like a soul bomb, if you're too slow at running, you can just...
Gateway or...
No, a portal.
I mean, you can, but it's not like I've only died to it once. I think I've got the hang of it now.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying that it's a problem. I'm just saying that I have got some sympathy because everybody needs to figure out how to do it, and it's going to be easier for some classes than others. Let's go. So as long as people are figuring it out, then I'm happy, even if it takes some time. Okay, melee be spread.
Got a buff.
Bait the cone. Dodge.
Oh, this might get awkward. Yeah, you might be taking.
Melee be spread.
Why does this happen though?
Don't get your buff yet.
Oh,
Bait the
fuck's
cone.
sake.
Clip. It's out.
Spike, can you figure out how many coins you need to press?
I know. Alright, don't worry about it. This is a fucking shit phase.
Oh, but you're gonna have to do it
Shit.
constantly, and
I know. Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it.
So just for reference, when I'm calling bait the cone, that's the 5-second warning. Count for latency and stuff. And my voice transmitted is probably 3 seconds, but so
Maybe
that's
we can save you some vocal cords and just emphasize it on your bigwigs. Gives you a really clear, concise cooldown.
which I think that's the thing that's probably killing us most consistently now, is the cones not being in this sort of 6 o'clock position.
Because he does the scythes quite rapidly, everyone. Be quiet. Be quiet.
What do you mean he does them quite rapidly? You're dying to 4th or 5th scythe.
Yes. And like, it's like, why do I even have to take a 4th? Like, can we adjust something so that I'm at max only ever taking a 3rd? I don't know what's going on to cause this. Is it just something that's always going to be a thing?
There's
The buff
overlaps
timings are
with
weird.
RNG that it is going to happen. I've linked you multiple things where you can figure out how do I tank 4 scythes. It's what you're gonna have to
I
do.
know how to do it. I just press fucking survival instincts or one of my other cooldowns.
Then why are you dying to it?
Oh, shut up. Seriously.
Let's go.
Fuck me, this is gonna get a real fucking annoying.
It's just the
Oh.
tone people use, in my
He's
opinion.
gone again. No.
He's gone.
Like, if he didn't, like...
He's gone. We need to have a chat with him outside of the raid. He can't keep doing this, but Spine, likewise though, it is causing us repetitive problems, so you need to figure out how to fix it. Don't get so defensive, because this is just going to happen every single time.
I know.
He's got the social skills of a spoon, so we need to work around that the best we can. He's a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. Let's go.
Last pool?
I hope so.
Kill.
Famous Deliverance last pull.
Yes. Go 20 man ICC, so we can kill it.
Melee spread.
Got the buff.
Bait the cone. Dodge.
Shift boss.
You move him, please?
Oh, sugar.
I got him.
Oh, sugar.
Other side.
Yeah.
Dodge the cone.
What though?
Yo.
God damn it.
Yo.
I've got him.
I got buff.
Dodge.
No, don't do it.
I got him.
Back a bit.
Spread.
Dutch.
Need an escort.
That can be arranged, man. For only $50.
Someone roll with me.
That's cheap.
I'm sorry, Brian.
That's 15 minutes, I guess.
50 quid.
Dutch.
I mean, I don't look at the rates. I'm
Spread out.
sorry.
Or that's half an hour, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Aberdeen's a shitty town. I wouldn't be surprised if it was only 50 quid.
Or do I?
Talking shit about our hometown, Alpha. Am I gonna have to come around and murder you?
What I recommend people do is just hammer as many as you can P1 videos from
I thought
different
you meant escorts.
from different perspectives, just to figure out all of the different combinations of soul blight and debuff timings that are going on. Doesn't matter what class you're watching, just absorb as many P1s as you can to try and give us a head start. This is going to take a few more raids of this, I'm afraid, so people need to be patient with it. And we're way ahead of the DPS check when we're all alive, so you know, in terms of the raw throughput of this fight, I'm not
Half
too worried.
people are deep-potting, so including me.
Not potting, not fooding, not Fantas ruining. We've got a lot of DPS to gain.
Yeah.
I mean, if we control the fight better, I'm gonna do less DPS though.
We'll figure it out.
My damages look pretty cool right now.
Yeah.
If
All these people
you click
die.
on, if you click on the overall.
I've had to go to the toilet since 10:30. We're back.
Brian, do you want to go do Ivashara?
No, I'm gonna log.
Oh, okay. I don't have a key, but
Already done a 22i today.
Just memeing, haha.
But I'm forced on my DK.
Let's see if
Forced? You fucking suggested it.
I can't remember that.
Oh shit, there's a 19 Arcway in the group.
Sugar.
Right. Good night, all.
Sure.
I did.
Good night.
Jen, that was the last time anybody played this.
Yeah, true.
What's Caught Stars like this week?
Depends.
It's better if you don't have an. It's better if you have an engineer.
You can either engineer or goblin. Goblin works. Because I'm a goblin, I always press the bomb.
Does anybody want to do Caught Stars 22?
Yes.
I can do too.
Why were you tank?
Fucking done with tanking. He's barred from tanking.
Bard or bored?
Barred. Wait,
Bard's an archer.
Fingers is alive? Why are you on about?
No, he kept dying to fog.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Excuse me, sir. That only happened 4 times.
20 waves. Oh, fair enough. 10% of pulls.
Who's going to tank Caught Stars? Mark, you going to tank it?
Fuck, it just hurts to listen to this.
What happened?
Mark's about to tank Caught Stars.
Nah,
22.
man. It's bedtime.
Are you a bitch?
It's
That's
pet
my
time.
How do I use?
Rafson is very good.
Yeah, that's a bit high.
Can you rogue tank?
prefer to do my key with mains.
I want to do that key with mains. Raf, get in your main.
Oh, really?
Well, we don't have to do it now. We can do another key and then save it for later.
What key? What key have you got? Wet fingers.
Upper 20.
Yeah. Okay.
On fortified. Oh, difficult.
Oh,
yeah.
well,
Well, no one else has a 21 upper, so.
I got a 19. I don't know why my 20 went into a 19. I don't know what
I
happened.
wonder why. Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. Something happened.
I remember.
Salt
You
happened.
weren't here, Daniels.
I bet Bum was being really horrible to everyone and making everyone feel bad. No,
It's
it
not
was
very
horrible.
far off the truth.
He's a
I
horrible.
think you guys mistook him for rage quitting, but he was just. I think he was. No, he just wanted to.
I wanted to leave Court of Stars.
Yeah, because it was pretty open.
Fuck that shit.
Swear.
I went.
The timer was pretty fucked up.
I went to bed early. It's fine.
Yeah, you just gotta relax.
Exactly.
Are we doing upper then?
Relax, man.
We don't have to do upper. We can do quarter stars.
Reading intensifies.
There is a single DPS or heal spot in my Court of Stars group. Or tank.
I just wonder how you guys fucked up the dog pool, because that's really easy.
We don't mention the dog pool.
Just get the look.
It's like,
Just get the lock. There's 4 of them queued up, or 3 of them.
Yeah, that's why you just get them.
It makes it
Let's
easy.
just do upper. Come on.
We'll take layout.
Okay.
I might go assassination then if it's upper.
Upper 20. You think you can do it?
Yeah, there's quite a
Wait,
few. There's only a
gonna
few.
die to Flame Reef. Do you have enough health for Flame Reef?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a rogue.
Rogues don't die.
Need health.
It's not tyrannical. I mean, only problem.
I mean,
I don't see a problem actually.
oh well.
I mean, unless you want to like 3-chest it.
No, I forgot.
Okay,
Raf's
what key now?
900.
What?
We're doing Court of Stars dead.
We'll go into the other chat.
I mean, do you want to like 3-chest it or something, or do you?
No, I
just
don't care. Just one, whatever. Just do it nice and relaxed. And
Story time.
Oh, that's better. Wow, I'm still here.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
So, why does Rewon always go off Discord and then 5 seconds to join Discord again when he has a fit with somebody?
He hits his head to the table, I guess.
I mean, we're all probably going to have a rant or a rage at some point during progress. Just need to.
Yeah, I could have done without it day one.
Yeah, it's just there's two sides to it. The people who are ranting and raving need to just stop being so short fused with stuff. But then people just can't be rising to it either because we don't get anything from it. So.
I just wonder what the deal is with leaving and then joining again 5 seconds after.
I don't know.
Is it supposed to be some angry statement?
No, he's on the spectrum, so.
Whoa.
It's probably he is like legit.
He is the spectrum, dude.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a retard, isn't he?
Whoa.
Fuck you, Mark.
Not my words.
You've used worse words.
I should not be in Ring of Peace in this.